Angels Voices podcast, knowledge for self-development.
Hello, Skyler Jett. Nice to have you here today on Angels Voices podcast. How are you?
Blessings. Thanks for inviting me, Ambassador ALNA.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to introduce you with very few words and my biggest gratitude. You are one of the most inspiring artists I have ever met in my whole life. You are a well-achieved artist as well as very purpose-driven artist, which is, again, extremely inspiring, really heart-touching, really transforming. And what you do has incredible impact on me, and I'm sure on many, many, many artists. So please share with us what led you onto this particular socially conscious music direction.
In 1984, I wrote a song with the Commodore's bass player, Ronald LaPrade, and we decided to give the money from the song to every family that had four kids. We was going to pay for the funding for college for one of them using the money from the song. And so we went to the governor, who was pretty racist at that time, George Wallace, and we said, listen, we can help you with your campaign, but we have a song for you that we're going to give to these kids, but we need you to put us on radio simultaneously on 360 stations in Alabama. And he did. And I said, wow, this is crazy, because you mean we could do this? We can take a percentage of our songs and keep some doors open for foundations. And I start thinking to myself, what about all the rich and famous musicians? They can even give more, right? And years later, 20 years ago, I started Music for Global Change. So it's all about positive music. People are tired of bad news. Let's give them some good news. Let's give them some competition. And so that's what's going on now. And I invite you to go to Music for Global Change broadcast, and you can see some of the artists that I have on, filmmakers and producers from all over the world.
Yes, I absolutely encourage all of you, our dear listeners, to go and check out Music for Global Change. It is not just music that is sounding good. It's music that can inspire us to become more socially conscious, more caring, more loving, more aware of where we are and what we leave behind and what is the purpose of our journey. So this has been incredibly inspiring for me to learn about this movement and also become part of it, this wonderful, powerful movement. And I can tell you as an artist myself that it has been difficult to find purpose for my music, because as an artist, as a young artist, and I guess I'm speaking to all those young artists who are not yet sure what kind of music they're supposed to create. They don't really have direction. So they kind of shooting in the dark. Oh, now it's popular this, I'm gonna try this. It is one way to test the water, but it's beautiful to understand the power of music that is socially conscious, because it is something that can really move, not hundreds, but can move millions. It can really inspire much closer connection with each other, much more love for Mother Earth, and so many beautiful things, politically, economically, spiritually, and all other things. So I have recently also started to hear more about people who are making music with AI. I would love to hear what you think about this.
Well, you know what? Music is emotion. You can tell that when you're looking at a movie, you don't really notice the music, but you do notice it because it brings out all the the words that you're saying in the movie, right? A movie without music is pretty dull, you know, but music has the power to change us. Now, there's only 12 notes that you're using, but all those 12 notes are significant. And there's different instruments. If you want to make somebody cry, use some strings. In a sexy part, they play saxophone. You know what I mean? There's certain instruments that turn that spirit into something while you're watching it. You know, when you're looking at something, that's one thing. But when you put music to it, it goes to a whole nother level. And I teach the young people about this, because there are over 5 billion love songs. What hasn't been said with the word love? What hasn't been said if you said it 5 billion times? But when I did the research for social conscious music, there are over 192 million songs that's been written. The problem is there's no platform for it. So I created a platform. I figure if we can get people writing, young people writing positive songs, that's going to change the whole attitude. And it's working because I do speaking engagements for young people, and I did one for 300 kids, and about 26 of them called me back. Hey Skyler, and even before they said anything, they're going to tell me that, hey, I wrote a positive song, man, and my friends like it. I said, we're heading in the right direction. I said, I'm not going to charge you, but I need you to go teach it to somebody younger than you, right? Something about healing and education and solving problems, but with any beautiful instrument, right? And put that to a groove. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. So what would you recommend for the starting artists who are really just testing water, and maybe they're thinking that what they should be doing is writing something that is gonna be popular or something that is on the trend, rather than following maybe their own journey and their own cultural or physical or emotional or even economical or any kind of struggle, and transform that experience into creation that later can inspire others to also create? What would you recommend for those youngsters who are, how to start this? How would you lead them onto the right path?
Well, like I said, people are tired of bad news, right? And it's easy to complain. But I used to have a radio show. It was called Solutions Now. It's not about the problem, it's about the solution. So what's good in your life? What's good in your life? You can always talk about something that's bad, but life ain't all bad. There's some beautiful things happen to people every day. You really did an amazing job on my song, Nobody Knows Their Name. And we both know that there's people out here doing great things for each other, on a spare of the moment. And when I was telling you, I wanted to start this video out with a car that's flipped over, and it's always that one person that goes over and grab that person. They have courage before the car blows up or catches fire. It's always that one person that pulls that person from there, and they just walk off. Well, you never knew their name. So we have to celebrate Earth Angels and Good Samaritans.
That's beautiful. I absolutely love that song. Really, when I heard that song for the first time, I was in a car with my kids and we were driving, and I heard the song as a potential that I might be able to sing it. And when I heard the power of the song and the lyrics, and with the right instrumentation, I was crying. And my kids were like, hey, Mom, why are you crying? What happened? And I was crying from happiness because I felt that this song is about me. And there are millions of people around the world who might feel the same way. They will listen to the song and say, hey, I actually am this person who always tries to help. I am a good Samaritan. I am the person who cares about somebody on the street, about somebody in a school, about somebody at the work, right? So It's really, really inspiring. And I have also to share a little bit of my experience. It has been my attempt for social conscious music. I mean, I have been socially conscious music writer without really understanding it, because I always wanted my music to have purpose. But the positive direction is incredibly moving. And so recently, a couple of amazing songs have been born based on the fact that maybe there isn't many beautiful and positive Christmas songs that are also, including all the beautiful, things about caring for each other, loving for each other, supporting each other. So I am forever grateful for being so open. When I met you, you were obviously so much achieved artist, and you have been so open and so loving to recognize me and to give me a chance and to hear who I am and to invite me on a show. And I'm so blessed to have you today here on our show, and would love to hear your opinion on artists using artificial intelligence, please.
Okay. To me, music was here before internet. The internet's only been here since 1996, right? So man is always trying to find a way to cheat. And that's cheating to me. Because if you write a song, at that spur of the moment, you're writing it from source. And AI can't keep up with that. You can often imitate it, never duplicate it. So you go and give AI your idea, and it goes through the algorithms and all that stuff like that. And so it's all kind of, oh, you could do it this way, you could do it that way, but it's not you anymore. It's not you. Somebody takes it and take it to another place. But I want people to understand, when you were writing that song, see what it looks like. You already know when you're writing the lyrics. You're the source of it. You're the content maker of that song. It will never be the same. You can do AI. They can make it kind of close to what you want, but it will never have that feeling of of the originality of that song. So I don't need AI. I was writing music before there was computers. And that's what I'm telling young people today. I just want you to know, human beings, you can't beat the sound of a human being. You know what I mean? With them doing all this, the DJs and all that. I mean, come on, tell me what's more exciting. A guy up there got some headphones on, bobbing and weaving his head, with a DJ, right? But, okay, that's cool. But it's still not as cool as talented, incredible musicians that are coming from source. Think about this guy at home in the daytime, and he's practicing, and he's going to play tonight. He's going to play tonight, and he want to show you how good he's gotten. Well, you're not going to beat that. You're not going to beat that kind of emotion. I can prove it by this. If you have a blues player and he's going to play some blues tonight, right? That's cool. But tomorrow night, step on his foot before it go on the stage. It sounds different.
It's true. It's true. I hear you. And even though I do like to employ AI for particular parts of my work, I totally hear that collaboration between human beings is always going to be so much more powerful, because it's always connected to the source. Not even at one bit of the work, it's disconnected. So that is really also inspiring to maybe invite more people to search for collaborations rather than just deep diving for the easiest option, which is artificial intelligence, right? Collaboration can broaden not only our circle, but also expand our beautiful creation ability, right? It's not gonna sound as much as one person felt. It might sound as much as 5 people felt about the same particular situation. Let's say we wanted to write a song about Palestine, right? And I'm actually very interested how we're gonna still make this sad topic positive. You know, it's difficult, right? To find that line between how can you still make it positive when the situation is, let's say, given situation, it's so tragic. But I guess the time
is, yeah,
go for it.
yeah. When they were leaving their homes, not knowing what's going to happen to them, and they're living in tents. Now think about the leader of Israel and the tyrants from Palestine. The Hamas. Well, they caused this to happen. Two different leaders caused this to happen. And so you see, they bombed all their homes and they're crying when they're walking away. And now they stopped it. Those people starting to walk back home. They don't know what's going to be left when they get there, but they're going to rebuild. Now, my problem is with these idiots is like you kill all these people without a plan. You don't have a plan for them. They're leaving their homes and you don't have a plan. That's ridiculous, right? Now they're going back home. Are you going to go help them rebuild? Just because two leaders want, I take the two leaders, let's put them in a room and let them fight each other. At least you didn't kill all these other people, right? So my story and that I'm writing with you, Peace for Palestine, is because, there is going to be a day after. And like I said, we need this, when they're going home, let's start thinking about what we're going to do to help them build their homes again, right? Help them eat and all that. And we can. But it's going to take a whole lot of people from different countries to come together to help these people. And we got to figure out how, these big egos, like the what's his name? The guy from Israel, right? Netanyahu. Mm-hmm. And then you got Hamas. Whatever, what were you thinking about when you was going to go in there and you took 1,200 Israelis, right? And then you kill them, but then they come back and kill about 400,000 of you guys. Now, them kids ain't got no guns. Their parents ain't got no guns, but you making decisions for them. That's insane. And that's been going on. It's not just now. That's been going on for centuries. We have to stop that. You know what I mean? And so right now, let's think about, now we can start thinking about Peace for Palestine. When they go home, they're finally going home. And when they get home, they see ruins of all these buildings and their homes. Well, they're just happy to be home. So everybody gonna break out their hammers and all that stuff, and they're gonna start rebuilding it. But we gotta make sure it doesn't happen again.
I'm thinking there has been so many peace songs for the world, and I guess one person that really sticks up in my mind as this big, beautiful peace maker and peace, and I would say maybe even changer, has been Michael Jackson. But even if you ask today humanity about what they think about him, just because media has such a power, and obviously the big agenda wasn't to have this guy come in and, bring all the awareness to us that we have to be loving, we have to be caring, we have to look after Mother Earth. And so he was called, he was persecuted. He was called a pedophile, right? And it's just so hard to see the reality of people who are aiming and aspiring to make a change globally, not just for their own village. We're talking about somebody who was really taking time and caring to make it mass, make it global, and how media and how all these globalists play the situation and make people confused, right? So I guess what we have to remember is always trust ourselves rather than trust what other people say, even if it's from your favorite BBC portal or CNN. It doesn't matter. If your heart says, now the situation of Palestine and Israel, I I don't say that one or another was right. I see the outcome, which is so painful. So many brothers and sisters have died, and so many homes have been destroyed, right? And I feel deep inside that there has been bigger powers above Israel and Palestine playing all the game, which is, again, so painful for us, because majority of people don't understand this. They think, oh, Israel did it, oh, Palestine did it. So we have to really learn to trust ourselves, because when we trust ourselves, we trust divine. It's a source that speaks through us. It's not just something in your mind, it's something in your heart. You kind of know, and we should not second guess it. So I'm curious, what other songs and themes are being born in your mind? What, maybe you have some plans to write some more music about particular socially conscious issue or socially conscious event?
Well, I have another song that's about to come out. It's called Positive Vibes, right? And I have like 12 young people singing with me on it, and they were blown away. I said, I'm gonna come there and do this song for you, and she goes, okay, we got to find a studio to get these. I say, yeah, but the only thing is, I need a place that's comfortable for them. They got enough room to sing and all that stuff like that. And when I got there, I told her find me a cool place, and she went and got the band U2.
Yeah.
You know U2.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went and got me their studio. And I'm like, oh my God, in Dublin, Ireland. I said, this is way cool, But when I walked through the door, I'm looking at these beautiful kids' eyes, and they go, we're about to sing with you. You sang on the Titanic. You got a Grammy. Yeah, you sang on that movie. And I was like, yeah, but you guys gonna sing with me now. Come on in here, right? But, and it's another song I'm writing called Courage, and you sang on that song as well. And what I was thinking about, when you start out in life, what's the first thing you can tell that happens to a baby and they show you courage? If they're holding on to a couch and their parents are about 2 feet away. Come on, baby, come walk towards me. Come on, baby. Well, as soon as that baby lets go of that couch, that's the first sign of courage. We all go through it all through life, right? Maybe it was a bad relationship you had, and you're trying to get away from it. You have to have courage. Maybe you go into a new job, or you're trying to let go of an old job. That takes courage. It's so many things in our life take courage, and we're going to do the video about that, and it's going to be so beautiful because it's liberating when you finally find out I have courage.
Well, I think this is one of the most important things in life, to trust that we can do it. But I guess for that we have to also need to have connection with higher source, right? Which is truly, this is divine power. This is, however you want to call it, universe, God, creator. There is an energy within us that was gifted to us from the source, right? What runs this body? And within that body, we have consciousness, and we can decide. We believe, we don't believe. We trust, we don't trust. We want, we don't. And the most important thing, I believe, for us to have courage is to have connection with divine power. To understand that we're all connected, that everything we do is going to echo in the universe, right? So we have to take responsibility. And I know that for myself, spirituality has really opened my eyes towards awareness and towards caring for myself and caring for this world much better. And that gave me so much courage to trust me, to trust others, to write bravely, to perform boldly, to be imperfectly perfect, which we all are. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Like when you left Lithuania, You didn't know what was going to happen when you got to London, but you took the big leap and you say, I'm going to be fine. And it's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I see the time is going down. I want to thank you, for inviting me on your show. And
Yes.
I'm so glad you come with us on this journey of music for global change. And, we recognize you as an ambassador, so thank you for your spirit and your love, you know what I mean, your creativity.
Skyler, thank you so much. I really want to remind our listeners to please go and check out Music for Global Change broadcast. Support Skyler Jett. This is on Facebook, on YouTube, and shout out. I believe that me and Skyler someday soon are going to create event for those who want to be inspired to write socially conscious music, so that we can really touch those artists who want to grow and to have more purposeful journey. And in such a way, we will grow bigger and better and much faster. So Skyler Jett, thank you so much for being here, for inspiring me constantly, for being a dear friend. And I'm always here for you. And I hope that we catch up very soon, and let's finish that song. Let's finish the Courage, and let's finish the Palestine song, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to say something my mom said to me that was so poignant. It's like, if you ever want to get attention, zig when they zag.
Sounds good. Your mom sounds like a very wise woman. And she has a good
most
humor.
Definitely. Yeah. You got to do something different. If everybody's doing this over here, you do something over there, and you get attention. Right now, it's all about what are you presenting to the world, and so when we leave this planet, what did you leave here? Some people don't leave nothing. They just go along with the flow. You got to have courage to go. You know what? I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna take my chance. Right. So we always know that you can make a difference in people's life, and you can change their lives by what you do. And much love to you all, and stay blessed always.
Always, only love. Amen, my friend. Amen. Take care, Skyler.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, all the best.
All the best.
Okay.
There's only God, and the God is in you. Make a life count, make this love even bigger. Send to you and to life, make your joy be the trigger. Angels Voices, podcast, knowledge for self-development.